Now, an entire town is outraged over plans for a major highway to run straight through the middle of it. Just before Christmas, 120 homeowners were notified their properties will be sacrificed in the name of progress. But they're not taking the news lying down.
Please don't take my home.
Big highway will go straight through your home.
Yep.
Why would you put something like that straight through the heart of a community?
You know what? I'm going to come and take everything you've worked the last 38 years of your life for. What part of that is right?
Pretty shocked, like, that the government does things like this.
They're proposing to put it right here, right on our back doorstep.
A town at risk of being torn apart.
I'm not entitled to any compensation.
It's a Christmas message hundreds of residents never saw coming. Now they're fighting back against a government decision they say will ruin their lives.
Homes before highways!
Alimba is a small, quiet town about an hour north of Brisbane. Population 4,500 people. Unlucky for around 120 households here because it seems the government wants a new highway built straight through those homes. It's easy to tell Lauren and Dave are hard-working Australians. They built their dream home on this 15-acre block to raise their 3 kids.
What anyone wants.
Yep. That's what we've worked our whole life to, and the thought of that they can just walk in and take it away is gut-wrenching.
They were hoping their piece of paradise would remain in the family.
My plan was always to section off a little part of the land for the kids so they can come and live with us. Or if my mum and dad need to live here, we can do that. This is the only chance we're going to have. If we go elsewhere, we're not going to be able to do that for our kids.
Lauren and Dave only found out from their next-door neighbours that the Queensland government wants to take it all away.
You didn't even get this letter in the mail.
We got nothing our neighbours told us.
Those neighbours, Jason and Katrina, and their daughter Annie, they couldn't believe what they were reading.
This is inappropriate. This is completely unfair at this time of year.
This has got nothing to do but putting money before people.
This is the letter sent out showing the plan to build a 54-kilometre road between Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast, an alternate route to the existing and often congested Bruce Highway. Transport and main roads writing property impacts are unfortunately an unavoidable part of this planning needed to support long-term growth in the region.
None of this around you is going to be here. None of it.
They've raised their family in this homestead for more than 20 years.
The amount of stuff that we've sacrificed personally just to get here is incredible. But somebody can just come along and literally, as far as I'm concerned, it's theft. They can just steal, literally steal your land.
You know, they've just doubled the first homeowners grant, but why would you want to buy if this is a situation you could get into?
Exactly.
Further down the road, Valerie lives alone in her little oasis.
My house means everything because it's where I'm happy. Like, yeah, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, here, we're taking your house.
She hasn't been able to sleep since receiving the news.
Are they going to give me enough to go and find another house? And even so, there is nothing to buy up here. It's a house drought.
A few streets away, these neighbours bought out here for the quiet life.
That's going to be our highway, so that's our lovely view right there.
Eva and Stuart and their neighbours Glenn and Liz aren't part of the 120 households losing their homes. They're among the hundreds more who'll have a highway on their back doorstep.
It's going to impact our property values. It's going to impact absolutely everything on us. We work night shift. You're going to impact with the noise, pollution, and we're not entitled to any type of compensation out of this either.
We're just against the position of the road. The road is important, we all need it, but we need to not affect 120 people's, families' lives.
Just 30 kilometres down the road, this time last year, 25 families received their resumption notices. Their brand new homes collateral damage to the Bruce Highway upgrades. Some residents hadn't even moved in yet.
I don't understand why government doing this to us. If it was planned up for years, they shouldn't be selling the properties.
I haven't been able to stop crying for the last, I don't even know how long. I look at the floors and I just burst into tears thinking about, everything we worked so hard for and saved for is just for nothing, for a highway.
The fight's moved north and Olimba isn't going down quietly.
The limbo that leaves communities in, families in, that their value has dropped is disgusting.
That has dropped now.
Am I going to get peanuts on the dollar? How am I going to buy another house to support my family?
Within days of being given notice, they've sprung into action.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Look, there's new houses going in.
TMR have failed to provide alternatives.
Why is TMR not here tonight?
Hanging banners through the town and signing a petition. The Labor MP for the area, Ali King, agreed to turn up and said this.
If I were in your shoes, I wouldn't like it either. So I absolutely understand people feeling that way. Please make sure you have your say and you keep having your say.
But we can't just say no, we have to provide an alternative.
The community's idea to save the town is to place the highway further west, highlighted in blue.
It avoids majority of houses. It may go through a bit of farmland, unfortunately, but it's a lot better than the red proposed line.
In a statement, Transport and Main Roads told A Current Affair,
TMR would like to assure community members that no decision has been made on a preferred alignment for the future transport corridor. Property impacts are not known at this time, nor is land being resumed anytime soon. The project is in a very early planning phase and construction is many years away.
They have to move it west. They have to give the community another option. That's what we've got to fight for.
And it's time that the people came together and said, this is not acceptable.
Please leave our homes alone. Find some other way to do this.
It's a tricky one because the Bruce Highway is a very busy stretch of road. Another option is needed and has to go somewhere. No doubt we'll be hearing plenty more about this.